Hello and welcome to our new episode of Neighborhood News. I am Jadra Patton, and today I am here with Aimee Poe. Hi, Aimee.
Hi, Jadra.
Aimee is actually our Director of Family Support Services for our Early Intervention Program. And today we are going to talk all about early intervention. I don't know about you, but I know that when I came into this organization, I had no clue what early intervention was. And so we wanted to use this opportunity to kind of just talk about it. So Aimee, tell us what is early intervention?
So early intervention is a program that is offered throughout the country. And in Ohio, it's sometimes referred to as Help Me Grow Early Intervention or Ohio's Early Intervention. And it's a program that works with families with children. We say 0 to 2 because it's up to their 3rd birthday, but where there might be any concern for a delay in their development. So if you have any kind of a concern for your child, call early intervention. We're the ones that connect with those families, determine if there is actually a delay, and then put services in place to help support that child and their parents.
That's awesome. And then so let me know who can benefit from early intervention services.
That's a great question because I think there's a lot of misunderstanding about that in our area. And it's any family with a child that age. There is no financial eligibility. There is nothing geographic. It is for every family in the community that has any level of concern. It could be something very significant. Perhaps they have an autism diagnosis already, so something that we know we're going to want to support. Or it could just be my little 2-year-old was with another 2-year-old over the weekend, and I'm wondering now if my child has as much language as they should have. So they're not even really concerned, they're just looking for some information, and that's a great referral for us as well.
And I mean, so those of you who know, I talk about my kids often on these little interviews. And lucky for me that I became a parent while I worked with Neighborhood Alliance, because I don't know how many questions that I've asked our family support team, our child enrichment team, just about things raising my girls. And actually, we had a concern with our oldest. And I'm good with sharing that. We had a concern with our oldest, just she was doing some things that we kind of weren't sure about. And she was in the NICU when she was born and had some challenges when she was born. So as she developed, I kind of just shot Aimee an email and I was like, is this what would be a referral for your service? And she was like, absolutely. And so they came out, they did an assessment. Our little Jazzy is fine and growing well. But, you know, I had a concern as a mom. I mean, they don't come with instructions. And just to know that there's no income eligibility, it's really any parent that has a concern about their child. And so to know that, like, you know, I've also used this. This is a great service that we have in our community, our state, and apparently our nation. I didn't know it was national. Yeah. So what do you wish people knew about early intervention?
I think it comes back to what you were just saying. I wish they knew that every family could consider early intervention regardless of the degree of their concern or questions. And your situation is a perfect example. And I've had parents say, I mean, maybe I'm interested, maybe I make a call, but I don't want to waste your time. Well, that just is a little sad for me to hear because it is never, ever a waste of time. If we don't go any further than like one visit, provide some assessment, give some feedback, and that family feels that they're right where they want to be and everything's going well, and they leave us after that one contact, that's a great day for us. We love those situations too. So any family could benefit, and that's what I would want everyone to know.
And it really was a benefit, even just knowing that like my concerns were heard and somebody else who actually knew what to look for was able to kind of, you know, meet her and kind of see where she was at. And just having that reassurance was just like so worth the visit. I mean, so worth the call, so worth me reaching out. But if I didn't know you, I probably wouldn't know too, or where to get that help. Because, you know, I just wouldn't know. And so this is a great opportunity to share that. So let's talk about the other side of this. So these programs are available, but there needs to be people to help run these programs, and early intervention is hiring. So tell us, like, what are you looking for like, what does that mean?
We are hiring. So not an unusual story in our current communities and climate. But yeah, we are really looking for professionals to come and join our team. And I think it's important to consider, we are governed under the Department of Developmental Disabilities at the state level, and they ran some formulas last year, and they looked at Lorain County, and we have the third highest growth rate in the state behind Cuyahoga and Franklin. So we're getting so many referrals, and we are looking for people to come and help serve those families. So anyone that has a college degree, preferably a bachelor's level, but associates is also able to qualify depending on their area of focus. So someone with that degree in something like psychology, social work, education. I have a lot of educators on my team. So something like that, and with a passion to work with families and to help that age group that we serve, those little 0 to 2-year-olds.
And so what is it like to work for early intervention?
It is amazing. I've been doing this for almost 18 years. And I said that for the first time out loud yesterday. I couldn't believe those words came out of my mouth, but it's almost 18 years and it just goes by. I don't know about you, but I am not someone who can sit in front of a computer all day long. And there's a lot of people like me out there. And this job is so great for that because you're out and about in the community. You have the ability to work in the office. You are able to work from home at times. And it just gives you that variability that I think helps a lot. And with all of that, you're touching the lives of families in our communities and neighborhoods. And I don't know what could be much better than doing that.
And right, and having the passion for, those we serve. I mean, I've been here working on 10 years coming up in October. And, we are a team of very passionate and, passionate, caring people that are really trying to make that impact in the community. And so tell me, what is training like for those interested in early intervention?
Yeah, so under the state agency, they require that a new hire actually be credentialed as a service coordinator before they are able to serve a family directly or independently. So when they first come on, a new hire will do some trainings. They are all web-based self-studies. None of them are very intense, an hour to 3 or so, and there's about 10 of them. And they do those trainings, and then they gather their paperwork, their diplomas and transcripts and those kinds of things, and they submit those to the state and they get their credential. That's when they are technically allowed to serve a family. During that time leading up to the issue of their credential, they'll have the opportunity to shadow our current team members a lot. So be it on Zoom virtually or out in person, because we're starting to do a little bit more of that now. They will be out and just observing. And I try to give a good couple weeks or so where that's the only expectation. They just have to go and watch and just immerse themselves in the experience. And as they get credentialed, then we start to assign families, and then we kind of flip things a little bit, and we have our seasoned staff go with them and observe them. So for the first 3 visits or so, somebody is with them and supporting them as they start to take on families independently.
So you're really working with these individuals to bring them to the level where they're going to get comfortable, going out and visiting with these families and really creating those bonds with those families as they grow and the children evolve. It's really a beautiful thing to see, as some of your staff members are coming in, and they're getting these new moms that have these brand new little babies, sometimes right out of the NICU, and they're coming home and, you have this guidance and this help and this support. And then it's sad when they age out, right? Because you've grown to really, really be with these families. And so tell me, okay, so 18 years, nearly 18 years. So what keeps you so interested and passionate about this program?
I think all the things that we've been talking about, every day is different. And it's not just the environment. Yes, we change where we're providing those services. So there's always home visits and office time and meetings, but every family they're individuals and they're unique. So just in that, your work day has to be different because you're always interacting with various families. and who they are and what their concerns are and what their goals are. And, you know, the personalities of those little babies that we get to interact with, it's all different. And that keeps things very interesting. I can honestly say in 18 years, I have not spent one day of work where I have looked at the clock and like waited for the day to end. What usually happens is I start my day and then I look back and it's over. And I don't even know how that happened. I love that. And I love our agency. If I needed a break, because sometimes working with families with children where there is a concern can be taxing. It can be emotionally draining too. And if I need a little break from that within our agency, there's a million other things happening. If I wanted to go help out in another program or be a part of something a little bit different, that is there for me too. And I love knowing that that's an option.
And just having that flexibility, and I do think that's something important to say, you know, to anybody who's interested in coming to work for a Neighborhood Alliance, that is something that we have to offer. So let's just assume that somebody watching is very interested in applying and learning more and sending you their resume. So how do they go about applying?
Well, I believe one of the best places to go would be in your department with our website, right?
Yep, our website. So for those interested in applying and learning more, you would go to www.myneighborhoodalliance.org. There are a couple of links on that homepage that take you right to our jobs page, or you can go search on the Contact Us and go click on our jobs page as well, which will have all the information about our positions that we have available throughout the organization, because we are hiring in almost every department, but this video is about early intervention. But it also lists out some benefits that you can see on there, including no-cost childcare is also an option. So if you are out there and you are a mom and you have littles that you would still like to find care for, but also get back into the workforce, we have that availability too. So it's really a great place to work. I know I've loved working here. I've been here for almost 10 years. Amy's been here for nearly 18. We have several staff members who have also had that similar length in their employment. So Aimee, is there anything else we missed?
I mean, I could talk about early intervention all day long. So thank you for the opportunity to do that for a few minutes, but I think we hit all the highlights today.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Aimee, and I appreciate you your time today and doing this interview, and we hope to see some of you viewers applying for these positions. So thank you, and please share this video with any friends or family or anybody who you think may be interested in working with Neighborhood Alliance in our early intervention program or beyond. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Bye,
Thanks,
Aimee.
Deidre.